Hello people, this is Cornos with another video. This video I'm going to be showing you how to rotate the mesh, or how to make a sword or a weapon that is a mesh value, and how to rotate it, how to make it the way you want it. So it's very simple. The first thing you want to do is you want to find your mesh. But before you find your mesh, you need 3 parts. So let's say we're making a sword. Alright, there's 3 parts. One is going to be called handle, one is going to be called blade, and the last part is going to be called mesh part. Alright, so this is the mesh part, this is the blade, and that is the handle. Next, we're going to create an insert object. We're going to insert a tool. And this tool, we're just going to call it VO1, sword VO1. And then all these 3 goes into sword VO1, and automatically the handle has a touch bar. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to make sure where your character is holding the actual part. What I like to do is I like to put move.stud equals 1. The rotation equals 5, but we're gonna make them have a different color. So let's make the blade red, let's make the handle blue, and let's make this gray. And so before we even test out where we're holding it, we want to wedge this together and that. So what I would do is I will do this. The wedge is in models, create. In the create you go wedge. Automatically it does it. Now what I can do is I could convert the wedge into this. So I could create this wedge, put this wedge to this wedge. Right? It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in any way. It doesn't. It doesn't matter if you wedge this to this or that to that, because if this is to this and this is to that, if the mesh part is to the handle and the handle is to the mesh part and the mesh part is to the blade, they're all going to be wedged in every way. So it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter if you place it here. It automatically and center into the middle. So we can leave it. I like putting my transparent at 7 so I can see what's going on. Alright, and then next we're gonna have to find a mesh part. Now I already have my mesh part, but you can find your mesh part and tools, and it really doesn't matter like which tool you use. Is like it doesn't matter which mesh you use. If it's a mesh like this, you don't need it. If it's like a mesh at an angle like that, right? So let's scale this. If it's a mesh at a scale like this, if the mesh is turned at an angle, in any way, at an angle, then you need to do it. If it's straight up like this, then you're fine. You don't need a mesh part, because it will automatically be a mesh part. So next we bring the mesh part, we bring the mesh into the mesh part. So I'll have that. But actually, let's not make the mesh part transparent at all, because we need it to be untransparent. Okay, next we're gonna make this. We're gonna adjust the. We're gonna adjust the mesh, actual mesh, into where we want it. So there's a couple things. You can, in order to move the mesh, you want to go here at the offset. I already have it offset, but usually it's at zeros, right? Usually it's like 0, 0, 0. Usually it's right here, like that. Usually it's offset at the middle. You just want to bring it, depending on the size, you want to bring it to where the handle is or wherever you want to hold it. Doesn't matter where. So you're holding that. So I'm holding it like this. So now that we got a wedge, right? We don't want to rotate anything yet. We want to go play and make sure we're holding it correctly so we can turn it the way where we want to hold it. So, okay, so you can see that this blade needs to go to the left. Needs to be parallel like that and that way, because it's a little bit farther over here. It needs to go like that. I'm going to make it straight as possible, and then I'm going to move down to one stud again. Make sure, because the stud is very important too. Alright, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so we can handle it later. Let's just move it. Let's put it into the same. I can't see it. The handle doesn't have to be that big. You can make it bigger. I suggest making it like that big or something, depending if you're using a sword. If you're using a gun, then that you have to readjust completely. Like that. And a little bit more like this. Okay, now we're gonna rotate. And was it like this? I think it was like that. I can't remember. Making it in line. I'll probably have to readjust it again. Not necessarily, but like that. Okay. Got that done. And so, when we play it, there. Now so you see how it's super high, and see how the handle is like big as heck. There's a couple ways of fixing this. So it's a little bit too high, so we can simply move this the way we want to. We can move it down and forward a little, or we can move this, but I don't like moving any of them because it's already in place. I like it being in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the mesh. So I believe that is right, that. So I'm going to move it 1.5. So it's holding at that. Put 0.4, no, 0.8, up more. And 7 seems right. And let's just resize it a little. Okay. So there we have it. Oh, that's even worse. I got the height right. I just got that. So I want it more into the blue. I want to be touching the back of the blue. So it was at 2. 2 was right. So I'm guessing let's do 2 again. Let's do 2.1 by my eye. I believe this is the height. That's not the height, that's the left, right, I don't know what that is. But that's right. I just want to get this lower. Oh my gosh. I got the height right for this. I have an idea. Even more. Let's go to 0. Okay. Because the thing is this. You see what I'm doing? It's going left. It's going diagonally like this. So I have to, you know, adjust both of them, not just one part. So it's offset there. So let's increase it by -1 point, -1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so it should be like that. Alright, that looks legit. So that's how you adjust your sword thing. Now, for the final touch, we can make the transparency 1, blade transparency 1. Let's make the blade a little bit smaller. That looks good. Make sure it's with the handle. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That looks sweet. 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 But you put now, you put the blade and the mesh inside of the handle. Alright. Now for the final touch, that's how you rotate freaking how to handle a mesh. How to really actually just do it like that. Like this. Bam. So that is how you do it. If you wanna put a scripting into it, so I have a GUI in the background, that's why you don't see it as you click. But that is how you do it. And there's a couple neat trick just for the heck of it. I'm gonna make this video a little longer. So if you have your, that's how you rotate it. Now if you don't want to watch it anymore, because next one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a script into it. And if you don't want to do that, if you want to watch that, you just exit out. But I know this is gonna be a little tricky. Not tricky, but like, I don't know. Like, you know, it's not my own work because I'm not doing my own script, but still I'm trying to make it as fast as possible. So let's just do sword. Basically with this set, this kind of set, you can do anything like animate sword. Huh. Why isn't it doing it? And then me. Okay. So this one has a really nice animate. We're gonna go sword. We're gonna delete all its part, except for the handle. Delete the handle too. Basically, this is just an empty vessel with scripts. And then we have our sword VO1, and we just basically put everything inside the sword VO1. And next, there's gonna be something that we're gonna want to do. I think it's sword script. Oh, we need sword script. Building, local geo, local view. Something what we're gonna do here. We're gonna want to do something here. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. But basically what that is telling you is, it's telling you where you hold it after you do the animation. So you see how it's doing that? It's telling you that that's the grip of where it is from here. That's the grip, original grip. So after you do the animation, that's where it goes. So this is where it offsets from the original grip. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to stop playing the game, and then you want to go here. And it really depends on where, but it depends on where your handle, how big your handle is. But for me, if you want to put it offset 0, 0, so height, I think it is the height, the X, Y, and Z, and this is the rotation of it. Now it should be perfect. Okay, almost perfect. I have it up, yeah. Okay, so let's try that again. I think it might be a 2. I think no, 2 is at the side. It's not 2. 1, 2, and then 3. I'm pretty sure it's 3. So it's like every 90 degrees. Oh my gosh, that's not right. I need to put more. I could do 0, it would be the opposite way. So 3, 4, let's do 7. I don't know, 7. 7 probably is too much. Not enough. Okay, I think I know. It's probably 10. It has to be 10. Is that the max? Huh. I believe that is the max. So even if I go 100, it wouldn't go any more. I believe that's right. Okay, I'm wrong. That looks pretty straight. Okay. So as you can see, I have my sword. And if I want to test my damage, I can go dummy. And that is that. I don't like that demo. Alright. And that's how you do a sword. Oh, that's a pretty nice animation. That's pretty cool. So, that is how you do it. Oh, I do a little something too. I need to remove a script though. I need to don't remove it though. So if you want to put it like on your back or somewhere, like if you want to equip it, I know I'm like taking like free models and I'm not giving them credit, but this is someone and they didn't ask for credit, so I stole this from someone. But here we have the function on equip, meaning when you equip the when you have the sword, you take it out, right? You press 1, you press whatever, you drop press 1 or press 2, 3, whatever place it is, and script parent equals workspace or script, meaning it goes into the backpack, then you end, and then local character dot script dot parent dot script dot character nails, then torso find this, meaning once you do that, you find a torso, it finds the torso, at the torso it finds the tool equals the local tool, meaning the whatever sword V or 1 equals this, and whatever this means, whatever character first find, child script dot parent dot name, which is this, script dot parent equals workspace class name. There's a lot. I'm not really good with scripting. That's why you see me not scripting and using free models. But basically, what we want to work on is this part right here. Is the 0, this, and this. And I wrote this down. Higher equals go right. So this thing means it go right. The middle part means it goes up. The higher you put this, the higher your value, the higher it goes up. And then away from body goes from that. Obviously, at this point, these are mine, like for me to understand. So higher pointing ends close into the body, meaning if we turn this around, just for the heck of it, let's group it. When we don't want to group it, but still, meaning let's say it's like this. When I say pointy end goes in, I mean this part at the pointy end, it goes into your body, so it's going in like that, all right. Clock movement, counterclockwise. The higher, what was it? Higher equals counterclockwise. So the higher it goes, counterclockwise, meaning like that. It goes like that. The higher, the lower. Alright. The last part is parallel. Lower equals top side, further away from body. And I think this part meaning it goes like this. It goes like that. Alright. So let's go play. And we're gonna fix it. And this part is probably the only thing that takes the longest. And I want it to be on the same side as this one. Same side as. Oh yeah, I moved it in here. Okay. So we're gonna copy this because I literally got it from here. Put this in here, and we're gonna fix this. I want it to face the on my right shoulder. No, my left shoulder. That's right. So I'm gonna go up. The higher it goes up by approximately 1.2, 1.3 possibly. And let's go test that out. So I need it way higher and to the left. So I need it possibly 0.3, so it's 0.7, and let's go by 1. Wait, read that. Goes right. Nope. So I need to go -1. Alright, so that's almost perfect. Let's move it to right just a tad more. I think the height of it should be probably 0.2, and let's move it in more. So we're moving it left by 0.3 more, and probably like 0.9. We want this to be into our body a little bit more, so 0.7, 75. Alright, so that's pretty darn good. No. I think I see something. Could it be? Yep. So it's not really parallel with my body. As you can see. So point to end, so we're messing with the first one. Higher equals pointing into body, so I need to make this higher, maybe by 5 or by 4. Alright, so that looks, it's still off, but it is better now, I feel like. I could change it by 1. I think it's at 4, 3.5, something like that. But really, you can't even tell the difference. But overall, it's pretty good set, and that's how you do it. You can adjust it. I have 3 sets already. It's for my new game too. Oh my gosh, this is bad. It's way too much at an angle. But that is how you do it, and pretty much you get the animation too, and you get the damage from what I did for the dummy, and that's how you do that. Just a little tip, it really doesn't matter, the swords, everything is the same. The only thing you need is the handle and the scripts. So if you delete the scripts, it's a completely new weapon, you put it in and it will do the same thing. The only difference is the grip. Now a lot of swords have weird type of grips, so that's what you want to adjust. It somewhere in their system they should have a local QI or maybe a script that says grip or original grip. This one in this case is original grip, a grip or handle placement or grip option, something about grip, and you can adjust it from there. It's really simple. You can start one from scratch. A lot of these scripts are like a lot of them goes into like one model somewhere for games, and that's a lot more complicated. And what I'm trying to say is sometimes some of these scripts had a type of command, right, that brings you back to maybe a folder or another script or another name in another place, right? Maybe that might bring you to, maybe, I don't know, like lighting or replica storage somewhere, right? Script server storage, and in script server storage you have this whatever save weapon, and this part in this script has something, and that's why it can really get really complicated depending on what kind of commands you want it to have. But I'm not really good at scripting, but that's how you do it. That's how you turn the model, that's how you get the model, and that's how it works. So that's all I have for now. Peace out.